Summer League is over for the Chicago Bulls, and my man's DJ Steward balled out and got himself a two-way deal. Plus, we got some guys that called in and chimed in and joined the mailbag. Y'all know we're going to talk about it, break it down, but you know, you got to hear the music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I am with my dog, CDubb. What's the word?
What up, man? Hey, man, this man played himself into a job, man. Congratulations, big dog.
For sure. And if y'all tuned in with us today, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. The support has been great. We really appreciate it. We're going to keep coming with the content. Let's get it. CDubb, my man's DJ Steward had himself a nice game 4 in Summer League and dropped him a 30-piece fried hard with lemon pepper with a lemonade. You feel me? It was definitely more than the 30 points, but 37 wings is too much for me. We'll take the 30. So they just sound better. But nonetheless, this young player earned himself a two-way deal with his hometown team, the Chicago Bulls. It's a lot of Chicago prospects and players on this squad right now. You got Io, you got this young player, you got Leroy, you got Leroy. Who else are the shout out there? Montes Buzelis, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Chicago running deep in the Chicago Bulls organization. But nonetheless, how you feeling about DJ Steward getting this two-way deal?
Hey man, I'm happy and proud for the young kid, bro. Let's just be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. I was really not impressed after that first game against the Milwaukee Bucks. I thought that he dribbled the ball too much, and it looked like he had no idea how to process an offense and how to lead an offense. But for one thing he can do, and one thing he can do for sure, is score the basketball. This kid is an absolute bucket, and he proved that in that game against Detroit, I think it is. He had 37 points and 7 assists. That was a big-time game, and he hit the game winner, nephew.
Hell yeah, with a drive into the cup.
Yep, and he can do everything. He can get to the basket, score over big man. He can shoot the 3 step backs, whatever you want to do. He can do it out there when it comes to scoring the basketball. Now he got a 2-way contract. I'm thinking he's going to go to the G League unless the basketballs bless us and they just give him a catfishing spot. But we'll see. But overall, during the Summer League, he averaged good numbers, nephew, at 17.4 points per game, at 6.4 assists, and 40% from three-point range. You can't ask for more when it comes to a scoring guard. He gotta learn the nuances of playing the point guard position, especially for a guy that's only 6'1". He is a great defender. He gets up into you defensively. Right. But he still need a little work. I like it. Shout out to Chi-Town. Shout out to Whitney Young. You know he a nerd, too. He's smart. Whitney Young, the nerd school. So, yeah, man, happy for the guy, man. Shout out. Chi-Town up, man. Chicago been winning, nephew.
Chicago absolutely been winning. It's good to see these young guys earn an opportunity, and that's what I'm most proud about. It's some of our own people from our city. You know what I'm saying? They grinding, they making it. You know, in this NBA, you definitely want to see it because we ain't got to be a product of your environment. Now, when we talk about DJ Steward, it's just I believe it's a great, a solid signing to give him this deal. I think that you absolutely will see him in the G League, and he just got to improve on certain things. I think when you talk about the operation of the offense, he definitely has to grow in that regard. I believe in one of the key things that I've seen these last 2 games specifically was that pick and roll action. I believe sometimes he's moving a little bit too fast. He's not allowing the roller to get enough depth to where has a better area to operate in to where he can either attack the basket or be able to hit that pocket pass to the roller. So sometimes it seems like he was occupying the wrong spaces, but I believe that he's going to be able to develop a little bit more in that regard. And I think it's just coming down to feeling what the game is and how it's going. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't have to go 100 miles an hour. Sometimes you just got to slow down a little bit. You seen him come up with some loose balls and then he just going. You know what I'm saying? He could have just slowed down a little bit and he could have absolutely, you know, made something happen for himself, or he had opportunities to make something happen, or at least get some attempts up from the other. So I'm happy that he got the deal though, and I can't wait to see if he can absolutely, you know, work his way up to the varsity team. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to see.
And you gotta, you know what, nephew, this gonna surprise you. Gotta give a dub to the Chicago Bulls.
That's a fact.
You gotta get the Chicago Bulls a dub for rewarding this kid for his great performance in the summer league. Because we had the same situation last year, nephew, with
I was just going
Javon
over.
Freeman Liberty. He had an
Hmm.
equally impressive, maybe even more
Probably better, yeah.
impressive than DJ Steward, and he did not get the call to the Chicago
Mm-mm.
Bulls, which when you look back in hindsight, he probably should. To
Right.
tell you the truth. So shout out to the Chicago Bulls. Look like they learning from their lessons. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get Javon Freeman Liberty. Even though he didn't do much when he went to Toronto, he still deserved a shot with the Chicago Bulls.
That's a fact.
So get the Bulls a little credit right here.
I got to give the Bulls a little credit. They definitely been trying to find some talent. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad. Like I talk about trying to find and have multiple bites at the apple. You definitely just want to see it with these young guys to see if they can rise to the occasion. But shout out to the Bulls. You got to give them a look. Hey, we criticize them. When we criticize them, when they do wrong, we got to show them a love when they do something right. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to get some more players up in here. Hopefully, we get to see Adama come up to the big boy league, because I think Nikola Vucevic time has to expire with the Bulls. That's just me.
Yeah, me too, bro. Shit.
But hey, we shall see.
Yes.
Let us know how y'all feeling about DJ Steward below. Now it's time to get into the mailbag, CDubb. Hey, this is the best part of the episodes when we do it. This is why we tell y'all to call in. Be a part of this Bulls family, man. Call in, leave your voicemail. But you ain't call in, so we gonna play the voicemails for the people that did call in. CDubb, here's the first voicemail.
What's up, my boys? I've been fucking with y'all, but I ain't never left no voicemail. I think I left a comment before. I can't remember what I said, but I've been watching y'all for a minute. I've been fucking with Eddie and Pat, but I ain't never left no comment with Pat. But it's 8 guys, bro. I just want to call in and say, man, bro, like I have been saying on her show, I'm an Akers supporter. I believe the injuries will mess his vision up, but as y'all can see, his vision looking like a little slum. Of course, we never see him get on the court, but I just want to remind everybody, this Kobe and Ayo team, no matter who star, who play, I feel like AK got some of these players to fit Kobe and Ayo. When you look at it like that, when you think what Kobe bringing and what Ayo bringing, then when you got the rookie Matas and Giddy, what they bringing, man, it's like a big ball of gumbo, and this gonna be balling. As far as Zach LaVine, if him and Wu-Tang come into the media and saying, hey, fuck all that shit us getting traded, we ain't traded, so we gonna give 100% playing with the Bulls. They gave us the money or whatever. I ain't really rocking with them. You know what I mean? If Zach play and he don't say that, you could expect us to definitely have a losing season. You know, because Zach, to me, jagged out like the first 12 games last year. You know what I mean? Just playing with an attitude, you know what I'm saying, being mad and us not really knowing, just hoping it don't go like that. And when it comes to me, man, he disappointed us, you know? But it is what it is, man. Kobe and Ayo, and of course, I think Patrick, too. We signed him to the contract, so I think he got these other players to kind of support what they do. And thinking about what they do, especially if Patrick handle his business, man, we're going to be a fun-ass thing to watch, bro. So I'm going to start, calling in on some voicemails with y'all, because y'all always be having good content, too, man. I fuck with y'all. All right, folks, man. Hey, guys.
All right. Well, shout out to you for calling in, my guy. Love the tape. Just please leave your name when you call in so we can show, give you credit appropriately. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure when you call in, say what's good, this woo woo woo. Y'all know my Chicago people, woo woo woo. and then go ahead and drop your tape. But CDubb, take it away.
You had some great takes. You had some great thoughts here on this voicemail, my guy. Please leave your name if I can give you the credit, bro. I want to talk about Zach first and what you said. He was pouting last year in the first 15 games. I want to agree to that. And the boys been calling him professional a lot these days. I don't think them 15 games where he was pouting and shit, I don't think that was very professional. I don't think he was very professional in those games where he wanted to get out of the Chicago Bulls. He was present, but I don't think he gave us 100%. So I'm never going to call that professional. I hate when people cut it short in professional games. Look at Roquan Smith from a couple years ago. I'm never going to forget that, Zach. And when it comes to these young Bulls, I think people are, you know what I'm saying? They count the Bulls out. They count them out too fast, bro. They got some ballers on this team. We just had an argument on a previous video about the young talent on this team and how it come together. I think it's going to be more of what Vooch and Zach can bring to the team if they want to even try to bring to the team. It's going to be very interesting what kind of attitude their nomenclature, what kind of personality they bring to the team. I'm going to be watching that. But we got some ballers on this team. I don't give a damn if they babies. We got some ballers.
That's a fact. We do have some ballers. You chimed in on the Zach spot, and I ain't gonna disagree with none of that. I'm gonna talk about him saying that this Kobe and Ayo team now.
Yep.
I'm with you. They gotta start, whether they the best player or not, these guys gotta be the leaders.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? These guys had to be some of the leaders that these other young players look up to. These are guys that's going to have the ball in their hands a lot of the more times than the other players. I mean, you add Josh Giddey in there too, but these two young guys been around. You know what I'm saying? They done been through the wars. So these guys going to have to lead the way. I'm anxious to see which one steps up and becomes that guy. Or or to see if the young bull Montes step up and becomes that guy. I'm anxious to see what it is. But man.
Good point.
I was just gonna say, man, thanks for calling in though. Next time, just please leave your name so we can show you the right love. But hey, CDubb, we got another one. This guy didn't leave his name either, but he has something to say, and we go jump right into it. Here it is.
Hey, what's up? First of all, I want to thank y'all, for what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just ain't any podcast. I want to thank the Chicago Bulls, the Shy Bulls podcast, and Bobby, CDubb, Steve-O, Big Kid. Y'all different. Y'all don't sugarcoat a damn thing. Y'all's views right now is just going to double before this year is over. I mean, y'all got it like that. There's just something different about y'all. But I might be correct. Hang on a second. Man, damn, these people trying to damn call me when I'm on the damn phone with the Shy Bulls podcast, man.
He went on.
And man, I'm sorry about that. These crazy motherfuckers. But no, I might be crazy, but you know what I'm saying? I think the Bulls are going to be good this year. If we keep Zach LaVine, I think there could be hell to pay. Never have, he has another blue flag, you know what I'm saying, to slow the ball down and stuff like that. But he's never had, you know what I'm saying, Matas to set yakata, just looking for the yakata, you know what I'm saying, and in the damn time. You know what I'm saying? And we got Kobe White, and if Williams can evolve some, I think that we can be competitive this year. Of course, I don't think we're going to win the championship or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? But I think that it's able for us to come together because we do got some pieces and we do got some young talent that can take it to the next level, this year. So I don't think that we're a tanking team or this and that. I think that we can do good. Like I said, I don't know, there's something different about this. Hopefully Billy Donovan uses them right and stuff like that. But shoot, I can't wait, you know what I'm saying? Imagine CDubb, you know what I'm saying? In his announcer voice. And the praying matters hits again. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that shit gonna be rough. But no, thank y'all for what y'all do. And I'm looking forward to the season and looking forward to the Bears season. And everybody listening to this, please, subscribe to the Shy Bulls podcast, because if they don't do it right, then nobody does. They don't sit there and worry about what this one thinks and when that one thinks. They just say it like it is. Look, they got me tongue-tied in this motherfucker. But look, this podcast is the best. Thank y'all for what you do. Appreciate it. Looking forward to the season. Peace.
Amen.
Peace. First day first. I just want to show love, man. I appreciate all them kind words. This right here has been something that's been going on for now. It's third season covering the Chicago Bulls. It's been a long journey for sure. Definitely a lot of hard work going into this. So just to hear those words from the last two callers, we really, really appreciate it. We know there's many, many more out there that feel the same way as you. But we started this shit by keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that we love Chicago Bulls. We love the players too, but we love the organization more, even though we don't get along with our owner. But nonetheless, one thing we ain't gonna do is sit up here and make excuses for a player that plays bad. And we're not gonna sit up here and not give a player their credit if they are playing well. And if we wrong on something, I'm gonna say, hey, CDubb, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we gonna operate. Some people, they want to drop their takes, and then it's gonna be a bunch of goofies or trolls. Like, I knew you were wrong, and I'll be like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, bro, like, what about the times I was right? You was quiet. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm wrong, you want to jump up and throw a little shade, but nonetheless, we don't care about none of that. We want to go ahead and interact with y'all. We want to build this Bulls Nation with y'all. We want to go ahead and produce content that makes sense and have those conversations that a lot of people don't want to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes people gonna say y'all clickbaiting. Hey, but if you was on your front porch, if you was in the goddamn barbershop and you having a discussion about which player is better than this player, it's gonna be a question that comes up, and then you be like, somebody gonna say that question is wild as hell. But then it's gonna be somebody on the other side that say, hey, my man CDubb or Bobby got a point. That's why you had a conversation, and then y'all go ahead and break it down however you want to break it down. CDubb, go ahead.
Oh, that was great, nephew. Shout out to my man. Please leave your name next time, bro. We got to get props for some great talk like that. But let's get to this year's Zach LaVine. It's gonna be one of the most intriguing things. It's a lot of intriguing things that we need to look at early in the season. It's the player Zach LaVine and Vooch. It's the coaching style of Billy Donovan. How is he gonna get all these young players on the court? Don't forget, we still got Torrey Craig, Javon Carter. We got Javonte Green on the roster. How he gonna make this work? This is a lot for Billy Donovan. It's gonna be one hell of a coaching job if he could pull this off. But tanking, I never believed in tanking. I think nephew, I could speak for nephew as well, as saying we don't believe in tanking over here because it's not an exact science. It's just not exact. You can find yourself tanking forever, just like the Detroit Pistons. It seems like forever they've been tanking. But definitely we got some hoopers on this team. I'm so excited to watch these young guys play. I think it's going to be completely different than what we've been seeing for the last 3 years, and I'm excited to see it. Thanks for the kind words, bro. We appreciate it. We nothing without y'all, though. For
sure. Absolutely want to show that love. Hey, CDubb, this last one comes from Shay.
Shay!
My guy left his name.
My boy.
But here's the last one for the day. This voicemail is from Shay.
What's up, y'all? Look, this your boy Shay. Look, I had said something in y'all comment section in the chat one time, and here's what I really meant to say. I said, be on the lookout for the Los Angeles Clippers and look to see if they trade Russell Westbrook. If they trade away Russell Westbrook to another team, not the Chicago Bulls, they might be the ones to take Zach LaVine off our hands. The reason why I say this is because, let's face it, Zach LaVine may not be, maybe went to the playoffs multiple times, but the Clippers are definitely looking for a second scorer to put next to James Harden because they are a little bit unsure of Kawhi Leonard. And you don't know if Kawhi Leonard will be able to play a lot of games. And, hey, James Harden is getting older. I mean, I know Zach LaVine isn't necessarily on the young side, but he's 29 compared to James Harden, who's in his 30s. So be on the lookout for when Russell Westbrook gets traded from the Los Angeles Clippers, because they will look to bring on Zach LaVine. Hey, that's all I'm going to say. Peace.
All right. Shout out to Shay. And yes, you were right. The Clippers did move Russell Westbrook, but now CDubb. Can Zach LaVine still find his way to the Clippers? I know there was a mock trade that was placed out there before Russell Westbrook was traded, but the Bulls, in return for trading Zach LaVine to the Clippers, the Bulls are going to get somewhere around Norman Powell, PJ Tucker, another player, and that was pretty much it from what I remember off the top. How you looking at that whole Zach LaVine to the Clippers situation brought to us by Shay?
I like it. First off, shout out to Russell Westbrook. He in Denver Nuggets right now. That's going to be another interesting thing I want to see. I heard that Vooch Joker wanted him there for some strange
Yeah,
reason. But let's
Joker
see.
wanted Russell Westbrook. Yep.
So let's see. Zach to the Clippers. I think it works for the Clippers. Uh, I don't think they'll do it before the season. I think they want to see. They want to see where Zach is at with his game, and I think that's fair on their part. I think Zach hurt himself with that play, that pouting play. Like, if I'm a GM, if we get into it, you gonna do that to us? If we have a bad argument, you gonna act like that, and you gonna play half-hearted? It was games where Zach only had 11 and 12 points and wasn't interested. I think he hurt himself a lot. I'm really coming to that conclusion. Like, everybody said, and I was on his side, nephew, for the last couple months. Like, man, Zach got all this talent. He averaged 26, but when you look back at that little period, just that little period, bro. That's why when people tell you when you go somewhere, you better represent yourself right, bro. Wherever you at, especially when you job hunt. You could have been wanting to leave Chicago, but you should have still went out there and been a professional, Zach. You should have still went out there and been professional. I don't think you were very professional the way you were pouting and not being aggressive on the basketball court. Nobody could recognize you. I did not like it. So that's the reason why I say they got to see and they want to look at the first part of the season for Zach LaVine.
Yeah, I think this first half of the season, or how many other games he played with the Chicago Bulls, is going to be probably one of the most important moments of his career, for sure.
Yeah.
Because when we talk about Bradley Beal, who was moved, to me, Zach LaVine and him was on the same level. You could pick and choose who you thought was better at the time, but what separated Bradley Beal is that he was showing up. And he was dropping 30, 40. You know what I'm saying? Constantly putting a high output and scoring to where the Wizards kept rewarding him. Zach LaVine got rewarded, and then he got upset. And then we didn't see nothing after that. And I know I brought up James Harden before, and I just thought about this while listening to the voicemail. The reason people still look at James Harden as one of those is because the peak was so high.
Yeah.
Some organizations gonna be like, shit, I need to at least grab some of that. We haven't seen Zach LaVine have a crazy peak. No. That's what makes it different between like how James Harden can continuously be traded and people still got some hope versus Zach LaVine with him having the bad narrative surrounding him as not being a winning player, a guy that's going to pout, a guy that has injuries, et cetera, et cetera. So I think right now, Zach LaVine, we said it the other day, he don't got a choice but to come back and hoop.
He ain't got a choice, bro. That's a shame, bro. I really like Zach, bro. But I've been really paying a close attention to what happened this season over the last couple of weeks. And I'm disturbed, Zach. That was bogus what you put out on the court, big dog. That was bogus, bro. And some of y'all may have not even noticed because y'all see him on the court. Man, he was out there playing. Nah, that wasn't Zach.
He was bullshit.
That was bullshit right there.
He was deferring like we never seen him defer before.
Like, that was bullshit, bro.
He was deferring like a mug. That's what hurt him. To be honest with you, it hurt him a lot because the notion around him was that he was already overpaid. It was a bad deal. This ain't a winning player, and then he comes out there and you defer
and pout around and. Ugh, Zach, you got to clean up. You got some. I think he still could do it, nephew. He can,
of course.
He can turn this shit around, come back and average 23, 24 points per game, lead the team to a
decent
semi-decent records, hovering around 500, even below or above, either way. So you still got a chance, Zach, but I'm disappointed, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
I would say, in the first 25 games with the Bulls, let's just say they 13-12 in the first 25 games, but Zach LaVine have a couple 30-point outputs. You beat a couple top teams within that first 25 games. You might start to get a little more notoriety, and people be like, okay, maybe, hey, Chicago Bulls. You know what I'm saying? We just had woo go down, or we need some additional scoring because we believe that we're close. What y'all want for Zach LaVine?
No, bro.
That could change that. So I think that the first 25, 30 games going to be crucial for Zach LaVine at the start of this season.
And they saying, and I know a couple of y'all be like 13-12, ill. How can they possibly? But that's conceivable. That's in reach. When you think about our young team, these is experienced young players.
Mm-hmm.
They just got to put it together now. I ain't saying that it's a given that they're going to be good or mediocre. They just got to put it together. And that ultimately comes down to Billy Donovan. And Billy Donovan, it's going to be a tough coaching job for you.
Oh, yeah.
But you got a lot of young players. You got 2 vets that need to see the floor. And you got to make all that mesh. And I don't think AK want to lose. He don't want to tank this year. He has not said it. So, it's gonna be a very interesting season.
It definitely is. And last point before we go, I think this right here is going to be a crucial year for Billy Donovan as well.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I know he got the contract. We don't know how many years, but I still think that right now, the good coaches know how to win, pull out some games that you ain't even supposed to win.
Absolutely.
So we're going to see if Billy Donovan can pull out some good games.
How many of those does he have already? You know, I don't remember one.
Last year, I think last year.
I don't remember one just
last
off
year.
bag.
Yeah, not off bag. I think we beat some decent teams though. I think we beat Boston before last season.
We beat Boston once last.
Yeah, and then after that they was smacking our ass.
Smacking the shit out of
but
us.
it's hey, they won a championship, so can't be too mad at it. But hey, you got anything left?
Oh, that was a great conversation. Great voicemails from everybody, man. We on our way to 7K, man. If y'all could please do us a favor, hit that like button. Don't forget to punch that subscribe button. Y'all been showing great support over the last month. It's been crazy. I think we grew like 400% on subscribers. So continue to support, and we promise, that's a promise from us, to bring you dope content.
That's a fact. So, hey, do what you got to do. And before you get up out of here, if you want to be a part of any mailbag episode like the fellas was on today's episode, call in, leave your take on any video that we've done. Or if you got something that you want to just get off your chest, 773-242-9219 is the number. Thank y'all, Bulls Nation, C-Red. And, of course, we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.